you cannot have one device to rule them all on a wearable. It's like it's very different as a smartphone. Right now you could think like as a watch as a to give you the time, but it's also something you wear as a fashion statement. On wearable it's totally different. You have much more style. You don't want to wear the same watch as your grandfather, or as your grandmother, or as your kids. You want to express yourself. I think right now we are just really at the beginning of the smartwatch era. It really started in 2013. So we started at the same year actually, when suddenly like the volume have been increasing, and Android actually announced Android Wear, etc. So you can see that maybe right now is not the huge success that people expect, because we are huge at very fast things. But actually, if you look at the tablet, it's the same. Like the first tablet was not the one who won was not the first one. Apple came with the iPad and totally increased the volume for everyone. So we are at the same point. I believe 2016 will increase dramatically, because you can see also some people from the watch industry, which is very interesting for me, like to see finally the watch industry or the jewelry industry looking at it and being very, very angry at this business. A campaign doesn't, there is no the start and the end. The end is not when you are funded, or when the campaign ends with a timer, like no it's funded, or no it's a success, or it's a failure. It ends when your last backer will receive his product. The last guy who will receive the product himself, at that time your campaign is finished. Afterwards, it was last year, Indiegogo came to us to say, if you launch a new product, do it with us. So yeah, I was thinking it was not much for us. We were more established. Then this year we came with the idea. Actually, we got one of our new product. Like any product you design, you have a budget, and we got a carbon fiber. We met a carbon fiber supplier, and it was just over budget. So that's where we thought like, yeah, maybe it's a good idea to go again on crowdfunding to get that money. So our goal this time was $30,000. And so we launched it on Indiegogo. It was on December. It was last week on December 7th. So our goal again was $30,000, and we reached it after 15 minutes. So that's where we could feel like the community has been growing like big time, and also to make it very simple, because we did not need to raise that much money. We just make it is really a world's first. We did a 2-day campaign. So that's really unique. Like no one will try. Everyone was thinking like, oh, that's crazy. You guys are full to do that just 2 days. Usually 30 days or 60 days. And in 2 days we raised $230,000. So $200,000 more than what we expect. Every country have its own local platform. In China, there is one under Taobao, and there is another one under JD.com. Both are great, but it's very local and it's focused on local. So just like Omate is, we tried since the very beginning to build a global brand and a global company. I'm French myself. We established a company in Hong Kong. We are actually an American company since we got invested by 500 startups. But we don't really have a flag. Most of my colleagues are Chinese, and we don't have a flag behind our back, and this is very important. So we want to launch with a global crowdfunding platform rather than local crowdfunding platforms. So what's the next big thing? Well, I believe a lot in the wrist actually. I don't think about something which will look different, like even on smart glasses or smart earring, etc. But I'm still more confident about the features itself. So, for example, I'm very confident about payment. So, payment on the smartwatches will be the next big thing for me. We will announce actually something at CES about it. So, we really believe this will increase drastically like the penetration and the interest of people, because that will really change the way we interact with a device which is on our wrist.